Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be. How are we all? Good? Very good, very good. Almost clicked end screen. I don't want that one. That's the one I want. Comments. How are we? Good? I already asked that. Nobody answered. Nobody does. But that's okay. So, welcome. Welcome to the live stream. Welcome anybody who may be new in the live stream. I don't know. Who knows? Welcome anyone who watches the replay. Good on you. If you've got nothing better to do, no, that's okay. Just play me in the background while you're working on your builds. Not a problem. All right. I won't make you laugh too much so you cut yourself. It's all good. So we'll go quickly to the top. Athol, first in. As I mentioned, first one pays for the drinks. So everyone get your order in. Athol's paying for the first round. I've just finished my coffee already. I've been up for a while already getting set up for this. Takes a lot of work here, you know. I've got to get the whole studio all set up. The makeup artist has to come in. Oh, heaps of work. But it's all worth it in the end. Sorry, I'm looking a bit red. Again, been out in the sun again, a little bit sunburnt again. But the tan's coming on real nice. Look at that. Look at that tan happening. So I'm pretty good working on that Thai tan here in Thailand. And we've got some stuff to talk about today. I haven't made a list, but I've sort of put a list up here. So excellent. We'll see. Gary's there. Hello, Gary. There he is. We'll get the comments up. There we go. Fantastic. 17 litres to go then. That's good. That should cover it. That should cover it, depending how many we get in. That's good. We've got half the usual number in at the moment. That's good. Who else we got besides Gary, Athol? We got Paul's there. There he is. There he is. Nice and early. Good, mate. Good on you. James is there to Boldly Go Model Works. Just saw a notification of a video he's just put out. Have a look at that later. Fantastic. And there's Hobby Time. Excuse me. Hobby Time. I need some water. Here we go. Oh, nothing like water. I've never loved and enjoyed the taste of water so much since I come to Thailand. I'm like a fish out of water. I need my water. Hobby Time, I said hello. Good on you, mate. You and Paul have been a good help to me. I asked the same question to both of you about the paint colors, and I got fairly close answers. So well done there. We'll mention that shortly. We're going to talk about what's going on there. But I thought both knowledgeable people there would certainly know the answer to that question I had. Hobby Time. Oi, oi. Good on you. Ron's there early. Hey, Winnipeg, Ron. It's cold there, isn't it? It's very cold there. Look, I just updated my little thing over there. There it is. Where's Winnipeg? -12. Makes me shiver thinking about it. You know, it's 4 a.m. in the morning here, and it's 18 degrees Celsius here. And you're -12. Oh, yeah. Anyway, England's suffering a bit too. It's cloudy and -2. Chicago's 6 degrees, not so much better there. Sydney's a sunny 21, so that's okay. A little bit down on normal. I put Glasgow in there at 6 degrees. I got rid of the Cairo because we just don't have anyone from Cairo unusually watching the stream. And of course, Winnipeg is there for everyone to see. Fantastic. Let me get back up to the comments and take that ticker off because we've all seen that before. Hide that. Good. Let's go back to comments. And we go back onto the list. And Paul's saying hello to everybody. Bilge is there. G'day, buddy. How are you, mate? What do you got? Another day off? Another RDO, is it? Oh, good life. Good life. Then we got Craig Jenkins is there. Jukes. I don't know if I say that right. Craig's there in chat. How are you, mate? There's Jim. Jim's there. Jim the man. Good evening to you, or afternoon. Fantastic. And Sprue and Glue's there. G'day, mate. Let's see. We're going down the list. We're pouring in now like a keg of beer. What else we got? That's it. I've caught up. Everyone said hello. Brown to be. What's the hobby? What's this? Mr. Hobby do the green and brown. Yes. Yeah, but I want to stick with Tamiya if I can, because I got my thinners and everything sorted out with Tamiya. I'm just going to be 100% Tamiya on the kit. It's okay. I've got it figured out. I will have another question for all the team out there listening. So we're talking about the Spitfire. We might as well get on to it. So I've started the Spitfire, okay? And here we go. This is what we're building. My first aeroplane ever. My first aircraft ever. I know it's a bit of a tough one to pick as the first, but with my talents and skills of what I've built previously, I shouldn't have any problems. Although we're on the first page. Couple of things. None of the steps are numbered. Okay. There's no step 1, 2, 3, 4, A, B, C, D, anything like that. So you've just got to go first page, top left, start there, and just work your way through and just mark things off as you go. So it's basically starting with the cockpit and doing the walls of the cockpit here and the frame for the back of the seat, you see. And there's lots of little pieces, and as usual, and straight up, I've got to start painting things. And one of the colors, another problem with this, and I think somebody advised it, was I went to Scalemates and I downloaded the PDF file so I can bring it up on my computer screen and actually see it. Because the printing is too small. I'm wearing my glasses, which magnify a bit, and I still can't read. I still can't read those. See these little boxes here? I can't read them, and they're the color callouts. I literally have to wear my magnifying glasses to read them, and it's just a lot of mucking around. So the PDF file up and I can see. So having said that, I will change my glasses so I can read this for a second. Sorry about the googly eye look. All right. There we go. Hey, that's a good look. All right, now, even this is a bit of a struggle. I do have stronger lenses, but I'm not going to muck around with that. So, grey-green is one of the major colors needed for the wall in here, for the cockpit, and the seating frame. And grey-green in here, they only have... where is it? Grey green in here is, well, it's not, is it even there? Was that the color? Yeah. It's a color on the plane. I nearly said ship, didn't I? Right? But it's not in the color callouts. Let me just double check that. 079. 078. All right, here it is. It's aircraft grey green. All right. Now they show the mission model paints number call out. That's fine. And they got Mr. Color call out, right? C364. But I'm doing Tamiya. So take those off. So that means from the advice I got, we're going to have a quick re-look here and go back, and we'll look at Paul first. So Paul didn't give me an answer on that canopy colors there, but that's okay. All right, but Hobby Time, XF71 for the cockpit color, and that looks pretty good. XF71 is a nice green. It looks really nice, so I'll get that. All right. Now then he suggested XF89 for the green, and the green referring to the green on the aircraft, which is, you know, this green. Okay, that looks good. Whereas Paul has got for the green XF52. Well, I'll get both and I'll have a look and see what they look like. Okay. Paul also suggested Flat Earth is closest to what Tamiya do for the brown, which Tamiya don't do a color for that brown. All right. If I get that right, no, Tamiya XF81 RAF, the RAF 81 XF81 dark green is for the green. All right. On the plane, I'm trying to get this right. Okay, yeah, 81 for green. So I'll go down, I'll get that. I'm going to the hobby shop today to get the paint. All right, so I'll get that, the XF81 green. As for the brown color, well, you've got here to do XF1 and 2 are for white and black. That's easy on the undercarriage. We got half the aircraft is white, half the aircraft is black. All right, so it's going to be this one. This is the one I've chosen to do. So you can see the color. That's easy. That's easy. But the black XF1 is actually flat black. Is that right? I guess that's correct. I don't know whether I'll just do a normal black, because I'm going to flat clear it, but no, I'll stick with flat black. Okay, that's no problem. And then, where is he? Hobby Time suggested to mix Tamiya colors XF52 5 parts to 1 part XF49, which would come up with the brown. So, you know, I can see Gary's there suggesting XF52 for the brown and 81 for the green. We all in agreement with that? Yeah, black says Hobby Time, good. And Dark Earth says Bilge for the brown. Okay. Black and white should be flat. Fair enough. Okay, well, look, I'm going to go with, I'm going to go with the 81 and 52. That's the green and the brown. All right. But for that cockpit area, to get that beautiful greenish, limey green color, that's going to be 89, XF89. All right. Now, the other question I wanted to ask about in reference, oh, by the way, this aircraft is the one I've chosen is because for a few reasons. He's a Kiwi flyer from New Zealand, was the pilot. Okay. And there's an interesting story about him. His name was Deer. I think it's pronounced Deer, as in D-E-E-R-E, not Deary, Deer. Let me know, am I pronouncing that right? And he took the Spitfire on March the 6th, 1940, and participated in the first operation providing air support for the retreating forces in Belgium. Okay, and on May the 23rd, during the escort of a couple of these, whatever, was shot down near Calais. He downed his aircraft. Anyway, on the 26th of May, which happened to be my birthday, the Operation Dynamo began. Okay, in the evening, which is the evacuation of Dunkirk. Okay, bit of history there. On the 28th of May, Deer had to make an emergency landing on a Belgian beach, but he managed to get back to Hornchurch after a 19-hour trek. Okay, so after the evacuation of Dunkirk ended, the number 4 squadron joined, in which Deer got 7 confirmed kills. So a bit of a well-known guy. This guy went through all sorts of leadership promotions and posts during the rest of his career. He scored 22 confirmed kills And he retired as an Air Commodore in 1967, which was the year I was born. He's one of the most famous New Zealand and British pilots, and he died on the 22nd of September 1995, age 77. So that's his plane. That's the one I'm going to build. There we go. George saying interior should be RAF grey green interior. And XF71 for the cockpit, says Gary. XF71. That's correct. Yes. All right. XF71. Got it. Hey, John. John Alex there. How are you, buddy? Saw you popping in. Good one, mate. So we're all good. XF71 for the cockpit color. And then, of course, we've got, where are we? Yeah, 81 for the green. And 52. Oh, yeah, good. No problem. So, yes, the other question, primer. I use Mr. Surfacer. It's my #1 go-to for primer. So, where are we? There he is. I'll put that there. G'day, mate. Should I use black primer? Should I use black primer on, at least on the cockpit area, rather than grey? Because I find that if you use a black primer, it helps with a bit of the detail when you're putting your base color over the top, especially in the edges and the corners and the raised sections. It sort of allows a bit of a shadow detail under there. So I'm thinking, because when I do my ships, especially the superstructures on ships, I did this with the Yamato, I sprayed all that black primer. And then when I came in with the grey, it gave that, I don't know, more of a 3D effect, you know, just looked a little bit better. So you can make shadows. Yeah, I can make shadows. I know that, but I'm just, if it's down there and it's with the primer, I just think that'll be all right. But yeah, I'll use the black primer. I can see your chat there. Good on you. Yeah, I got all the primers. Yeah, I got the black primer here. I'm pretty sure I have. Yeah, I do. So I'll use that, the black one. That's good. It's my preferred version one anyway. So I'm pretty much got these ready to paint. So there's one of the side walls. You can see all the detail on that's quite good. You know, look at that. And there's a few things to attach onto those as well. And I may even look at some reference photos if I can. I have some really thin, like solder wire, and if I can add a little bit of detail in there, I will. I'll put a little bit of stuff in there just to add some piping and things like that. And then, of course, we've got the back of the seat, the harness. So they're all just ready to prime. I'll prime them today. There's some, what I use is I just use a chopstick, right? And I blue tack my small pieces to it, okay? And those are all flat black and they go on the wall inside the cockpit, all these pieces. Now, I won't bother priming these. They're too small. They don't need to, you know. I'll just do them the flat black they're supposed to be. You know, some parts would even benefit. I mean, look at that. See that? Can you look? If I can show you that little piece there is a piece of photo etch that's folded 3 times into a little circular ring. All right, incredible small stuff. Things like that can be done with a brush, pretty much, which is something I need to buy as some small little paint brushes. Because there's no point getting your airbrush all dirty just for a tiny little speck of paint that you might need on little parts like that. But hey, you know, we all know you get a much better finish on an airbrush. Hey, live bird cam. This is our friend Trip, who's moderator. He's using his other account. He has a bird cam account, live bird cam. If you're interested in checking out live birds, yes, they're much more interesting than dead birds. Okay, dead birds didn't work. The idea was good, but just wasn't very popular. If you want to watch live birds, there you go. Good evening. Did I say it already? I'll say it again. Good evening. Skullfish is there. Anthony Jones is there. Thanks for all the suggestions. So yes, I'll definitely go to use black. Yes, and black and white should be flat. Yes, it will be good. Christopher, hello, Paul. Good day there. What else we got? What else? Stick with Mr. Surfacer. Yes. Yeah, I got 1500 Surfacer. The finer the better, especially on something this size. I mean, it's a pretty small aircraft. What is it, 148? Yeah, 148. It's not a very big plane. Maybe there should be aluminium in the cockpit. Should be primed, black primed. Yes. That aluminium, part of that, in fact, half of that cockpit here is aluminium. I think this section at the back here is aluminium, which I have that. I've got, I'll show you what I've got. So what I have is, so we got flat aluminium is XF16. I've got that. I've also got flat aluminium 16, 2 of them, won't run out. These are the colors that I have that will be used. Dark iron is there. We need dark iron. I pulled out the olive drab because I was thinking about that for cockpit areas, but it looks a bit too dark, you know, so I'm not going to do that. I do have Mr. Color Red. Instead of Tamiya red, I'll be using that. That's just for the lights, like tiny little bits. Red. Oh, no, that was for something else. I need to buy yellow for the yellow tips on the prop. And I do have clear red. I think that's clear red. Yeah, clear red, Mr. Hobby, or Mr. Color, yeah. I'll be using that. But that's, again, just for tiny little bits. But the majority of the colors will be Tamiya. We also have XF1, I have flat black. I think that's full. I'm just going to have to quickly check. All these are already thin. I thin everything as soon as I buy the paint. I'm just going to check. Oh, that's full. Got plenty of flat black, so I won't need to buy any of that. And I do have flat white as well. So, oh, smell of paint, Tamiya paint. So yeah, that's where that is. Yes. What else we've got? Chirp, chirp. Well, I should be putting you as moderator then, shouldn't I? Maybe I can do that while we're here. Where is he? Live bird cam. Go like that. Go to add as moderator. We'll put you as a standard or a managing moderator. I'll give you managing moderator. You're trustworthy. Done. Next time you type, you'll have the moderator thing there. All right. Yeah, you're right there, Jim. You're right. I did have a look, and once that canopy's on, which I'll have open in the open position, I'm pretty sure I want to do that. You're right. A lot of stuff won't be seen. They even have the foot pegs, probably the wrong name, but you know what I mean, which there's no way you'll see, you know, so but that's okay. That's okay. We'll see how that goes. We'll see how it goes. Oh, yes. AK pens, yeah. And I've got Posca pens there too from previous builds, but I don't have the colors I need. I think I've got black, white, I've got brown, got a few other Posca pens up in there. They're really good too. And Yes, yeah, those ones. I've heard of them too. They are good. You need clear green for other navigation lights. Yes. Yeah. Look, I've taken a photo of the instructions, and I'm going to take the paint call out, and I'm going to take it down to down there when I go. You'll see. See, I've got all the paint call outs there. I've marked off the ones I've got. You said clear green. Does it have clear green on here? That's what I need to check. Because I didn't. Yellow. So they got red, yellow, silver, flat white, flat black, light gull grey, dark earth, sky, tire black. And we got clear, oh yes, clear green is there. And I haven't marked it, so I do have to get that. Yeah. And they got the duck egg green was interesting because I never knew duck eggs were green. That's interesting. Duck egg green. Wow. And the dark iron and aluminium we have. And Paul's just sent me a beautiful photo of his cockpit. Oh, look at that. I'll bring that up. There we go, guys. So there's another reference photo there. We can get in there and see that. Camera, be good to me, camera. I'm gonna focus. Focus. No, really good. But yeah, I can, yeah, okay. Very good. Wow, you've done some weathering on that, haven't you? Eh? Or is that dust? Probably dust. I was going to say, this Spitfire's been flying through snow, but no. It's okay. Good. Cheers. Okay. That's great. All right. There we go. Port wing, starboard green. Port wings red, starboard green for navigation lights. Okay. Now for the normal, for the average person, is that left or right? Hey, let me guess. I think the right is port. Is that correct? Starboard nav light. Yes. No dust on that one. Okay. Excellent. All right. Oh gosh, I've caught up on chat. Now what am I going to say? I'm going to have a drink. I'm going to show you something else in a moment. There, green is right, red is left. Port is left. Yeah, that's okay. There's a little saying you say to remember it, which I forget the saying. So what's the point? Starboard is right, left is port. Gotchas. I got it. No problem. It's just like a ship, but it flies, right? Same, but different. Talking about ships, I finished the what was it? What did I build? Yeah, the ship is finished. Tomorrow that video will come out. Now I've got to give you a bit of a heads up and a bit of a warning. Unfortunately, when I was videoing it, I lost a lot of audio and I had to do an overlay. So it's okay, but yeah, I lost about 15 minutes, half the video audio messed up. My OBS studio was a big drama. And I obviously with building model kits, you can't redo anything. So I did what I could, but the video is done. The ship is finished. It's uploaded. It'll be out tomorrow, the final one. Okay. And also the Spitfire, I did an unboxing for this almost a year ago when I got the model. I did an unboxing and review. It's in a playlist. If you went to the playlist and searched the channel and just typed in Spitfire, it'll come up. So what I'll be doing is putting all these build videos for the Spitfire into that playlist. And at the end of my videos, like I normally do, there's always a link that comes up, one to subscribe on the closing screen at the end of the videos, and the other one is a link to the playlist where all the videos are for that build. So yeah, so it is there if you want to go back and look at the unboxing. Yeah, So let's have a look at this, guys. So let me bring this up carefully and let me know what you think of that. Oh, wait a minute. Let's get rid of the hide that so you can see better. Here we go. Right, here we go. Here it comes. Woo. Is that? That's cruise ship. But you get the meaning. You get the message, right? Here we go. It's a bit wavy. It's a bit rocky. There we go. It's out in the ocean. Hey, what do you think? Look at that. Flags up. I know there's 2 helicopters, there's only room for one, but I put them both there, just sitting there. I'll probably fall off in a second. All right, there she is. I use my Posca pen for the writing on the plaque. All right, there's our propeller was the last thing I put on. Propeller. See, I'm thinking planes already. The screw is on, right? Decals are all on. Pretty cool, eh? I think it come up really nice. There we go. And that's gone into the bottom drawer next to my F1 car for no one to ever see because no one visits me here, but that's okay. Yeah. All right. So there we go. We did a little bit of rigging, just a small bit of rigging, and a bit of rigging up there for the flag, which does actually flap around if there was a breeze. Okay. And yeah, you can go down and look at the deck. Look at the deck, as Aussies say. We'll look at it from the front. Bow, from the bow. Yeah. Stern, bow, starboard, port. There we go. So there she is. All right. And one day when I'm walking along and I see a coffee shop or cafe out there that's got a bit of shelf space, I'll give it to them to put up there. And I need to make a little Scalemodeling with YouTube, a little sticker or something I can put beside it so that people go, oh, I'll go check that out. That's where it was made, you know. So yeah, there we go. I think Hibbo would be proud. There we go. Put that down carefully. There we go. How's that? Fantastic, eh? And oh, as I was saying, nice white temple you visited. Wasn't that incredible? Yeah. Here we go. Here's the old poem, says Gary. Is there any port left in the bottle to remember which is which? Oh, any port left in the bottle. All right. I mean, left. I got it. Yeah. Never any port left in my bottle, says Bilge. That'd be right. Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's funny. But yeah, thanks guys. It come up really well. Yeah. Over the side. Is that what it's called? The side? You're gonna walk. I'll just walk the plank. Posca pens. Do pasta pens taste like? Anything like green duck eggs? Posca pens are really good. I've got quite a good selection of them. I've got airline ones as well. These are quite good as well. They're actually I need more brushes. These little brushes I need. But these are the sort of Posca pens. Are these ones? See, these are paint pens, and you can get like that. That one's white, and then there's we got a few other colors here. Brown, black. Yeah, probably nothing I need. Although the black might be all right, but they're not flat black. But I guess that doesn't really matter if you're going to do a matte clear coat over the top. So yeah, the temple. You want to see, for those who didn't get to see the temple, I went to Disneyland yesterday. Well, sort of. Let's go back and have a quick look. I'll show you. I will show you. All right, so it's called the White Temple for obvious reasons. I'm just trying to find my best picture of it. I think probably that one. There. Oh, hang on. There we go. There we go. There we go. Look at that. There's that temple. Amazing. There's probably a better picture. No, there's not. Or is there? No. It's like something out of Disneyland. It's pretty massive. Yeah. Oh, there we go. That focused a bit better then. All gold up on the top with all these wind chimes going. People walking around ringing the bells. Yeah. There you go. Beautiful. Only 20 minutes from here, up in the mountains from here. Very nice spot. And of course, there was to get up there, you need to go up on one of these. See these like little taxi trucks up this steep mountain road. It's only about 5 minutes. And that road is so narrow, they have to pull over, let the others pass. And you can see how narrow the road is there. All right. And those barriers on the side are only made of wood, like bamboo. They're not going to stop anything from going over the edge of the cliff. So anyway, that was cool. What else was I going to mention? Oh, I got some good news. Let me check. Here we go. Good news. My internet's going to get better than it already is. How's that? So I got a phone call 2 days ago from the AIS, which is the provider of my cable or fiber optic internet here at the condo that I had installed. My contract for 12 months is up this month. And yes, later this month, I'll have been here for a year already. How's that? And what they've done is the girls rung me and she says to let me know my contract is finishing. And I said, yep. And she said, are you staying with us? And I said, yeah, I've had no problem. It's been really good. Good. She goes, so she had some bad news and good news. The bad news was the bill's going up. So when I come off the contract, it's going to go up by 1 baht. Okay, 1 baht. So that's 5 cents Australian, maybe 3 cents US. That's all. The bill's going up from 499 baht a month to 500 baht a month, which is about $22 a month Australian and about $15, $16 US. Maybe less. It's actually less. It would be exchange rate shit at the moment, US to Australian dollars. It's probably be about $13 US. That's it. And I thought, oh well, geez, I can budget, work around that, miss a few meals, buy some, cut back here and there. I'll save that baht, no problem. Yeah, I should be right. But the good news, that was the bad news. The good news is my internet speed, which is currently, and I don't know what it is in Australia, but I don't think you get this in Australia, is 300 megabytes per second upload and 300 megabytes per second download. It's great. I can stream no problem, and you can see this nice clear picture when it's working well. At 300 megabytes per second upload and download speed, right? That is increasing. For the extra 1 baht a month, it's now going to be 500 megabytes per second upload and download speed. Woo, excellent. So I'll be able to not only upload my videos in like 2 minutes flat, but I'll also be able to watch all my videos in high definition, everybody else's YouTube in high definition, and Netflix on my TV in high definition, because it's unlimited downloads at almost double the speed. So yeah, happy days. Pretty good. Can you even get 500 megabytes in Australia upload and download speed? I don't think so. And when I was living in Sydney there, I was paying $75, including GST, for Telstra internet, and that was only 50 download, 20 upload. That's it. Now I'm talking 500. Right, there you go. So looking forward to that. So let me just catch up on the chat. Port is left. Yeah, we know, we've got all that figured now. Yep. Duck eggs, we saw that. What else we got? Tip for painting. The props on the spit paint it aluminium first before painting the yellow tips. Okay. Right. Is it aluminium or were the props black? I haven't looked that far on the instructions. Another thing with doing tips, and I've done this with, there was something I made. I actually have built a thing that flies before, and that was a helicopter. I've also done a Star Wars X-Wing. But I remember doing tips like that by just dipping them in the paint. Just dip them in the paint and take them out. And you get a really nice straight line, and the yellow's in there. Just dip the tips in the paint, in the jar. Done. Yeah. Anyway, maybe that's not a good idea, but aluminium first before painting the yellow tips. Okay, good. Now, another thing I'll mention is that our friend Hobby Time is also building the same Spitfire as me at the same time. So it's like a buddy build sort of thing. So we're going to help well, I won't be helping him because he's built so many of these, even the Edard kits that I'm doing, he's built heaps of them. So we're going to, he's going to be my mentor, you might say, throughout this build, and anybody else that can help out as well, of course. So I'm going to really get some good advice from that. So yeah, and we'll update you on both our builds during these live streams as well, and how they're going, and probably get in a few pictures on how his progress is going as well. I have heard that Hobby Time is planning out his little man cave with his models and his work area and stuff to possibly start up YouTube again that he was doing once before. So hopefully that's going to happen. But yeah, we'll look forward to that. Who else we got? And that's far outrageous. Yes. Let's see. They have those in the Philippines, do they, for the internet? On a good day, 300. Yeah. At this time of the morning over here, it's probably the fastest time because nobody else is stupid enough to be up at this time of the morning. Black goes over the aluminium. It allows chipping. Okay. Yeah, I see. Yes. Yeah, I haven't even thought about the weathering on that thing. Obviously, I'm going to, but yeah, we'll see. We will see. There we go. All good. And yeah, so that's it. The Spitfire 148 limited edition. And the kit number is 11143, which I'm pretty sure you can't even buy them anymore. I think that they're sold out. I'm not sure. There's 2 in the box, so that's really good. That means if I mess up one, I've got a second chance. Oh, the taxi trucks, yeah, used them in the Philippines. Yeah, over here they call them a song tower. Song tower over here. I think that's how you pronounce it. And it costs they go up and down the street. It costs $1, less than $1, and you just hop on and hop off where you want. Yeah, there's different color ones too. There's yellow ones and red ones. I'm not too sure of the difference, but yeah, they're a great way to get around. Which, having said that, I've never used one since I've been here because I either walk or I use my motorbike. Talking about my motorbike, had a problem yesterday. I was riding out to that temple, and I was putting my phone just as I was about to go. I started the bike and I was putting my phone in the holder on the front when I realized that the engine light was on. And I thought, oh, that's not good. That's not good. So I turned the bike off thinking, oh, it's just a loose wire or something. Started it up again. It starts and everything fine, but the engine light's glowing yellow. And I thought, shit. So I rode back and it was on all the way. So it might just be low on oil or something, I'm not sure. But I messaged the guy who I rented off, and he asked me about the battery because I had a battery problem with it a couple of weeks ago, and he gave me a new battery, which I've got sitting under the seat just in case. But it turns out it wasn't the battery, it was the terminal wire had actually come off the battery. It's why it wasn't starting, obviously. So the problem is my phone covers that part of the viewing area of where that light is. So I don't know really how long that light's been coming on for, because when I normally ride, I can't see that. It's behind my phone. So I've told him that first thing this morning at 9:30 this morning, I'll go over. He reckons that Yamaha's, it's a common fault. He said it's probably nothing to worry about. So I'm going to go straight to him this morning and just to show him and have a look and give him his battery back that I don't need anymore. Probably end up sitting there and having a chit chat for an hour like we do, and a Dutch coffee or a Belgian coffee, because he has this Belgian coffee. He's a really nice fellow. I might take some cakes or something there as well. And then after that, I'm heading straight to Winter Hobbies here for my and go pick up this paint. They have a full selection of Tamiya paints and Mr. Hobby paints there, so I'm pretty confident they'll have the colors there, so not a problem. What I really need right now is that green for the inside of the cockpit, because that's the first color I'm going to need that I don't have. The rest of it, like the exterior and all that stuff, is going to come later. But yeah, I'll pick up all the paints. Best not to be claustrophobic, because they pack in like sardines. Yeah, they never get that busy here. We don't have claustrophobic. We never get them that crowded here, but I can imagine, yeah. India's like that. It's like the buses in India. Oh, or the trains for that matter. But yeah, the buses, oh, absolutely mad. It's not a really busy place here in Chiang Mai. It's the second largest city after Bangkok in Thailand, but way less population and less size than Bangkok is. So yeah. Also, my rent condo contract here will be, I've already had contact with my landlady. We're going to renew that for another year. I'm happy to stay here another year. So that's going to be done, which is good. And of course, my new internet, which I don't need to go onto a new contract for that. I'll just pay month to month like I am. So I can jump off that or jump on sometimes they do deals. Maybe I should go visit one of their stores and see what deals. Some people get Netflix subscriptions thrown in, or a subscription to another channel would be great. So maybe I should do that because, you know, I don't mind paying a little bit more if I'm going to have that extra speed. But I use the speed test. You know, they have the speed test you can run, and I'm finding that it's not showing. Like, I'm supposed to be at 300 by 300 upload download speed right now, okay? And I can do this while we're on here. So let's type in speed, bring it up in the OOCLA speed test. So it's just determining where I am. Speed test. We'll do it. We'll run a quick speed test. Verification successful. Okay, AIS, Chiang Mai server, ready to hit go. Let's go. And I can tell you now, it's only going to show 92 to 95 upload and download. I did this test at 3:30 this morning. I'm just going to do a few comparisons and then take it to them and say, hey, why at this time in the morning am I getting these speeds when you're advertising 300 by 300? So right there, we had a ping of 1, which is nothing. Download speed came in at 90, let it finish, 93.02. Upload's fine. That's fine. But that download speed, I mean, it's good, but that seems to be the average most times of the day. I'm never seeing 300 speed. Now, I remember back in Australia, when I did this test, I would ring Telstra or Optus, whichever one I was through. I was using a company called Orange. I would ring them. They would get all my details on the phone. Then they would do some sort of a reset. I don't know what it was. It's like a pipeline that all the muck builds up and they need to clear it out now and then. And they do some sort of a reset at the exchange on my line, and bang, when that was done, they said, right, now try it, and my speed would suddenly back to what it should be. So I'm thinking that maybe that's the situation. Now, have I reset my router? No, and I'm a little bit afraid to. Oh no, I have my password to log back in if that's a problem. Maybe that would do it, you think. But before I do that, I'll ask them. I think I'll go up and ask them. Maybe while I'm out today doing a few things, I might call in and go and see them. One of the things with these stores, they've got stores all around the place, but the ones in the big shopping centers tend to have more of the girls that speak English. So it makes it a lot easier. So I will go and check that out, because sometimes they can do it remotely. You know, they can at least test anyway and see if there's a problem. I'm not showing any problems. You can go in on that test and check. There's a thing called there's results history there, but having problems, check out. There's a down detector, they call it. We just whip that open for a second. Go to the down detector. We'll go check out the down detector. That's all in Thai. Oh, hang on, I can change that to English. Even better, Australian. Really, does that mean it's going to have Australian slang on it? No, it doesn't. It says, we tell you when your favorite services are down or having problems. If that was Australian, it'd say, listen, mate, when it's down and effed up, we'll let you know. You see, Aussie. It's not Aussie. It is actually, there is the option there to choose Aussie, Bahrain, Canada, Brazil, Hong Kong, Malaysian. Yeah, anyway, crazy. Which service are you having problem with? AIS, maybe? Is that going to tell me? I don't know. I haven't reset the router, but I think I should. What's this? No, that's not going to work. I'm not going to bother with that for the moment. But result history is here. Let's see what it's got. Oh, there we go. So on the 30th of the 1st at 10:46, I need to photograph this. At 10:46 a.m., it was doing almost exactly the same upload download speed, right? Then I did another test on the same day a few minutes later, right? Another test. Okay, there's not much history here. Okay, I guess it keeps recent history, but I will take a photo of that to show that during what would be the quiet time at 4:51 a.m., it shows that test compared to 11 a.m., exactly the same speed. All right. The ping is exactly the same too. So that's good to know. But yeah, we'll figure that out. So yeah, there we go. Let's get back on subject, guys. So tell me in chat, you guys, how many people have not built a Spitfire? Huh? How many have not built a Spitfire? You know? And if so, why not? Yeah. And tell me, do I have the option of wheels up or wheels down? And which would you do? I guess most people build wheels down on an aircraft just to be able to display it properly, right? Paul hasn't built a Spitfire. And I think you see more with all that area underneath there all open up for the wheels. I think that would be better than having it enclosed. Although I think on the Spitfire, you could see the wheels under there, couldn't you? It didn't actually completely close. Or did it? No, you could see the wheels folded up under that wing. So my build, so my call, yeah, I'll be saying wheels down. You know, I'm not going to hang it from the roof or anything, flying. So I'll definitely, if it came with some sort of like a clear little stand, that would be all right. Then I'd consider wheels up. But yeah, I think it'll be wheels down. So yeah, it's good. They even show you the rigging on here, which is good. That's great. Paul is doing me never built. Oh, what's this? What's this? Paul saying would build a Triumph Spitfire. Yeah. And these Supermarine Spitfires too, they were like stunt planes, weren't they? Originally. And you built a Hurricane. Okay. Paul is currently building a Spitfire 2. Okay, that's nice. You built James built a Shagfire. Does that count? I don't know what that is, but probably not. Paul's showing. Yeah, Paul's showing off. He's doing number 2, Spitfire 2. Is it true that these had no armor as well? Or at least the one I'm building. I read something about no armor. What's the fuselage made of? Like bullets just go straight through, do they? I mean, that's just crazy. Oh, Supermarine was the company that built the Spitfire. Okay, but didn't they end up choosing the Spitfire? They weren't, is that right? They weren't actually built as a plane for war. They were built as aerial stunt planes. And then they've decided to go, oh, look at the way those things fly and the maneuverability. And then they've gone, we need our Air Force pilots to fly planes that handle like that. Hey? Oh, he built 11 of the Spitfire, Pete. Oh, okay. I'm thinking Roman numerals. That I believe. That I believe. Oh, okay. There was armor behind the seat, Pete. Oh, okay. Because there is an option, not on my build, but there is an option here to put in this plate. There's this triangular plate that goes in behind the the pilot's head there. That is probably what you're talking about. But on the aircraft I'm building, that doesn't go on there. That doesn't go on there. So yeah, risky stuff. Excuse me. Need some water. I'm going to watch a few movies. Can you suggest a couple of movies that I should watch on Netflix? Okay. The armor was plate, yes, behind the pilot's head. That's it, yeah. But on the one I'm doing, he didn't have that protection. So the Spitfire Mark X11, the Shagfire. Okay, cool. Please, got 8 complete Spitfires in the cabinet next to me. Oh, nice. Okay. Do you think this could be the start of a new addiction for me and Scale Modeling, building aircraft? Do you think that this could do it? This could be the turning point after how many years? 4 long years of my life building models, and most of it on YouTube, and never built an aircraft. We can't call Luke Skywalker's X-Wing an aircraft, really. That doesn't count. All right. Now, to be honest, to come clear here, I did buy a Hasegawa little plane, all right, that I started, and I glued the fuselage together, and there were so many gaps on it, it went into the bin. It went into the bin. I'm like, no way. No. So I have attempted it before, but never come close to finishing one. Spitfire started as racing seaplane. Gotcha. Yeah, that's fine. Talking about planes and not Spitfires though, Paul might be interested in this. Did you know at Brisbane Airport, there is a hangar somewhere outside the airport when you drive in there that you can go and visit, and in there is an aircraft. I don't know what brand it was, what type it was, but it's an original restored in this hangar that you can go and look at it for free. It's free to go into. It was the first flight across the Pacific Ocean, or something like that. You might know about it. It was the very first flight. And they've got this aircraft there. Not many people apparently even know it exists. It's on display there. See if you can Google and find out about that. The S-6B racing seaplane was the ancestor of the Spitfire. The Spitfire was built as an interceptor. Okay. 3 more in the stash plus 1 on pre-order. Okay, yeah, so you're addicted. Yeah. You've got to go to Spitfire Anonymous, or you've been and it didn't work because you've ordered more. That's great. Okay. Scott Models, how are you, buddy? There are a lot of docos on YouTube, but yeah, I'm sure there are. There is a couple of really good ones though, all about the Spitfire and the history of it. Not so much of the war and action there, but I want to see something with the history. So I'll have a look. 21 versions to go of. Yeah, there's 8 on this box. I've seen that. There's 8 there, you know. Wow. Get myself a glass cabinet, won't I? Right? Well, maybe I could open up a coffee shop over here and call it Spitfire Coffee Cafe. It's got a bit of a ring to it, the Spitfire Cafe. I like that. Hey, that would go well. And I just have model Spitfires everywhere. Hey? That's fantastic. Sci-fi is the only thing I haven't built. Yeah. Why not, Bilge? Let's see you build a couple of Star Wars. Millennium Falcon may be right down your alley, man. Put that up next to your wooden ships. Millennium Falcon sitting above you, hanging from the roof. It's got to be Gundam then, isn't it? So that's not real. Let's not say it's not modeling, but it's clipped together, isn't it? It's just pressed together. And that's how my Death Star, I built Death Star. The best part about building the Death Star, was it the best Star? No, it was the destroyer, the long ship. I can't remember. The best part was the weathering and painting of it. That was the best part. Southern Cross, that's it. The Southern Cross. Yes. Yeah. I thought, gosh, you know, that looks really fascinating to go and have a look at that. You know, and to see how technology has changed with aircraft over the years. You know, amazing. Although a few of them are getting involved in incidences lately in the US, aren't they? Wasn't that terrible what happened there? You know, it started with the one in Korea. There's a little bit of mystery surrounding that one about the Korean one, but that's all past news now. These stories only stay in the media for a week because people want to know, but afterwards, nobody cares what the black box says. That's not interesting. It's the drama of the incident in the beginning. But the strange thing about the Korean crash was that the black box stopped recording. I think it was a minute or 2.5 minutes before the crash, right? And usually they record right up to the last second. And when you think about 2.5 minutes, that is literally probably the length of time it took for that aircraft to abort the landing, recircle the runway, and come in the other way. All that was missed. So after the bird strike, they pretty much have nothing. It's all speculation of what could have happened. It's just unusual that all that, you know, happened. And of course, the concrete barrier should never have been there in the first place. Freaking ridiculous. But we'll see what happens with this Black Hawk. Roughly watched a little bit of it. You know, the trouble is when you watch any news in America, all right, anything that, you know, it's all right to go in there and have a quick look. But if the video involves Trump's name, you know, or something like that, even if the name is mentioned or the president or something like that, what YouTube does is for the next 2 or 3 days, they throw in Trump videos at you on every subject. It's like, we don't want to be brainwashed by that stuff. So I just have quick looks and just quickly check, and that's it. In fact, what I do is on my home page, when I open up, click home, and I see all the recommendations that YouTube would give me, I just hover my mouse over there and I watch it in the little square box. That way it doesn't actually record you as watching the video as if you'd opened it up and clicked on it. You're just watching it in that small box. And that's how I watch a lot of news stuff, because I don't want to get bombarded. I want to get bombarded by the content that I'm regularly interested in, which is the modeling or anything else, you know. Tri-engine, isn't it? Don't know about that. Everyone's saying good day. Which bin? I don't know what bin. Airport named after the pilot of the Southern Cross. Oh, Kingsford Smith, of course. Kingsford Smith. There we go. Yes. History. Well, I liked history. No, actually, I like geography more than history at school. That's why I can still name the 4 islands of Japan. Geography. What else we got? Who else we got? Do you think Revell level 5 models are difficult? Hey, Bobby. Someone will answer that for you. I don't know. Yes, it was the Star Destroyer. That's the one. Yes. Yeah. Revell. Yes, they are. Yes, they are level 5. But I think the level 5 does not relate to difficulty. It more relates to the part count. Okay. Level 5s have more parts. They may not be more difficult, but they have more parts. So I guess that sort of makes things more difficult. Yeah. I guess if there are more parts, it's going to be a little bit more difficult. Revell skill levels about, yeah, that's right. That's what I was, see, I was right. Yeah. Ford tri-motor builds. There we go. There's your answer. Got it. All right. Yeah. So anyway, So there won't be an unboxing of the Spitfire because I've already done that. But I guess the first video will come out next week. Okay, not 100% sure. I've done the first video. It only goes for about half an hour. Obviously, because I couldn't do any more, I need to buy paint. What you're going to find is that there's going to be a few improvements in the video, particularly in the audio. I've sat down, I put a few hours into studying the OBS software I use for recording, because especially after I lost my audio on that last video, that was painful, because I lost the recording level bars that used to show up on the display. And without them, I can't actually see that it's recording through my microphone. And I was having trouble with my microphone. The volume wasn't high enough. And I was getting, you might have noticed in some of the other videos, a bit of an echo happening. And what I found out was that not only was it picking up my voice in the microphone, it was also picking up my voice on the laptop microphone. That's what causing that faint echo. I didn't realize that it was recording on both microphones. So I've fixed all that up. I've fixed up and I've got the audio working absolutely fine on this. And I'm going to show you quickly here. We'll just bring this around a little bit. There we go. So up here, notice Spitfire. The motivation is there. I got the poster up. So there's our microphone, right? It works fine now. I've got the cover over it and the audio is perfect. I've done a few little changes in the camera settings, right? So we'll have a little bit better camera quality as well. Also, I've cleared up the desk a little bit, all right? The box is just for putting rubbish in, but I've cleaned up the desk a bit. So I've only got stuff out here I use regularly. Now, what I also have done, and I'll just move this back. Whoop, hang on, guys. Don't fall off your chairs. There we go. All right, we're back. What I've also done is, before, what I was doing is I have an external Seagate hard drive. It's 4 gig. It's a good size one. And I keep all my files on that. When I do my recording, I video record, I plug it in USB, I open up OBS, and I do my recordings as I'm doing my build, and it's all getting saved onto that external hard drive. Mistake I've been making for a long time. What I should be doing is recording directly onto the C drive of my laptop, because it's a solid state drive, right? So there's no lag, and it's going to be smoother recording going straight onto that SSD drive in the laptop rather than the USB to my slower external hard drive. Okay, so that means I should have, and I haven't looked because I haven't done any of the editing of the video for part 1 yet, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to have a better picture, better quality picture, and much better sound, because now my Filmora, which I use for my video editing, has an update which includes an AI feature which turns the audio into studio quality. So this is picking up really good sound. Okay, I can almost hear the 7-Eleven doorbell down in the street. No, I can't, but I'm picking up traffic, I'm picking up everything on here. But when I use the AI in the editing studio, I select my timeline and I click AI, it automatically, instantly makes my voice and audio sound like I'm in a studio, cuts out all that background noise, makes my voice clear, and just saves me so much work. So you should see a really much better quality in the video for the Spitfire. Also, what I'm doing is I'm looking for a sound file of a Spitfire engine. I want to get the sound of a Spitfire flying by. so I can have that at the intro of my video as well. I want to get that sound effect of a Spitfire. Shouldn't be too hard to find. I'll see if I can do that today. I'll work on that today. But the idea too is I've got all the settings saved. So every time I open up OBS Studio, all those settings that I know work now will come up and it's all done. There's a button I press, that's the settings for building the Spitfire, and it will always be the same. Same with Filmora, with the studio and editing. I click on where the files are and it brings it up all onto the studio, and everything's there that I use. And it streamlines it, because I love building models. I love building models. I despise and I hate the editing. So if I can streamline that and make that as smooth as possible, then I don't end up getting less motivated and lose my mojo, because I don't have to spend time building the model and then spend that much time, if not more, editing the video, which is basically watching what I've just done 3 or 4 times again during the editing process. I can drop my timeline on there for those who have done it, drop my timeline there, drop my videos on there, run the AI through it to do the audio, maybe make a little color adjustment, brighten things up a little bit, that's it, and then just let it play. And then I cut out all my ums and ahs and burps and farts that nobody want to hear, and go through and hopefully I can edit my video. Like a half-hour video would take me no more than an hour to edit. That would be perfect. And of course, with my super fast internet coming up this month, I'll be uploading it in no time. The upload speed should be much faster. So there we go. Eh? Which is important, because, well, no, I guess not. When you upload it, YouTube puts the 1080p version up on there, and then it'll do a higher definition version. That takes longer, but that's on the YouTube side of things, not me. You know, I uploaded in the resolution that I video in, which is 1080p or 50 frames per second, so forth, and all that stuff. But it puts it up in a low definition first. So, but it doesn't matter anyway, because that's all irrelevant, because I put my video up and then I schedule it for when it comes out. And in this case, I want this to come out pretty quick, and after I build it, so that your comments are relevant to where I'm up to in the build. So there you go. Which bin did I toss the Hasegawa in? The nearest one, the nearest bin. You're going to look for it. It's gone, man. It's gone. Anyway, guys, I'm going to finish up here. And thank you all for watching. Been going for 80 minutes. Fantastic. And look forward to seeing your comments on the final build of the ship that'll come out tomorrow. In almost exactly 24 hours from now, that video is scheduled for. And then the following week, the Spitfire will come out. In fact, I might even bring it out a little bit earlier, because I want to see your comments and feedback before I progress too much into the next step, because like your suggestions with the color and so forth, and anything else, yeah, I like to incorporate that into my build as I go. You know, if people say to me, oh, why don't you, when you do this, do it like this, and then, well, it's no good to me because I've already done it. I made that video a week or two ago. That's not real good. It's as close to real time as we can get it. Anyway, I've been talking way too much. Time to have breakfast here. My toast and peanut butter is ready to put on. Anyway, thank you all, guys. Catch us all in the next video. See you all next week. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. And yeah, cheers all. Bye for now. See yous. End.